Hello YouTube, this is Silver Age Dave, and I want to talk today a little bit about eBay. I am a big fan of eBay. This is not a bashing eBay story, but it's just a shout out to everyone out there. Some of you are very experienced sellers, some of you are new, some are motivated, some are excited. There's some tax money in the air, so be careful. So I want to tell you about this particular comic book. On this wall and in boxes, I've got so many books that I bought in the 80s right off the rack. I did a video last week talking about these guys up here, but I want to talk about this guy, which I bought a bunch of these right when they were coming out. This Simonson run was really cool, Beta Ray Bill, and this particular book I'd like to say is the one I bought off the rack, but it's not. A year or so ago, I was doing something. I wanted to sell a few comic books, which I never do. I've been buying on eBay for years, but I never sold. So I got this crazy idea that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up some books I want to sell, but I didn't know if they'd get enough attention. So then I listed a bunch of books that I didn't want to sell. And for some reason I thought, well, if I set the price like crazy high on those, they'll still be hooks and it'll draw people into the store. And then I can sell some comic books that I really want to sell, which, you know, quite frankly, there's no comic book I want to sell. But I'm getting close to that point where I'm going to start selling some. But anyway, I'm talking specifically about that Thor 338, which I had a bunch of copies of, but I had one I sent in. It was a 9.8. So I listed that on sale. And some time went by, and I was sitting at home, and I was sitting with my daughter, Gwen, and I got this alert on email. It said, oh, good news, your thing sold. And I thought, what? How'd that sell? I had that thing priced like way higher, like way higher than any other Thor 338 on eBay. And I had the shipping set at 20 bucks, which I didn't know about these regional flat rate boxes that are cheaper. I was just doing I think the medium-sized flat rate box. So someone bought it and they paid like immediately. So I thought, darn, because I really didn't want to sell it. And I immediately had seller's remorse, but it was too good a price, and I advertised that, hey, I'm gonna ship it immediately. So at that price, heck, I could have drove it to the person, But anyway, so I was sitting there with Gwen, and I said, I just can't believe it. I had it priced so high. Maybe something happened. Maybe something changed I didn't know about. So I went on eBay right away, and I put in the search field Thor 338 9.8 CGC, and it came up with, as you can imagine, lots of choices. And really, of all of them, mine was the most expensive, and we're talking 9.8 for 9.8, and I was charging like 20 bucks for shipping. So I found one on there that was like $50 cheaper and free shipping, which I charged 20 bucks for. So really, I think the total was $68. And so I ended up, I thought, well, what the heck? I got seller's remorse. The guy just paid me a lot of money, so I just clicked buy it now. And it was media mail, the free shipping, but I shipped mine out the very next day. And I think a week or so later, maybe 10 days later, I got the new replacement in the mail. And so, it's kind of a weird story. So someone basically paid me $68 to trade 9.8s. And eBay is that kind of crazy animal. Again, this isn't a bash eBay story at all. I'm going to show you a video that I basically an auction I captured in real time on Saturday, and just a buyer's do your homework video, just to illustrate my point. Right now is tax time. There's a lot of people out there that have some extra money, maybe that they normally never have a little extra money, and I think there's some frivolous purchasing. Now, that being said, I think there's still great deals on eBay. I'm a fan of eBay, but ultimately it's up to us as true professional collectors to understand the landscape. If I want to sell comic books, I would think March 1st is a great time to be an eBay seller, because people do have a little extra money, and you're going to see some bidding wars. But as a buyer, I think you still have to do your diligent homework. You have to be hunting for auctions that have weird ending times or that are listed wrong, that are a little off the beaten path, maybe comic books that aren't quite as emotional. And I think the guy that bought my 338, I think it was an emotional purchase. I think someone just went on there, and I got great feedback on it, perfect feedback. The buyer was happy, so ultimately, God bless him. It was a great transaction for me. I shipped it out and ended up replacing it as fast as I sold it. So anyway, check out this next part I'm going to attach, and let me know what you think. And okay, so here we go. Hello YouTube, this is Silver Age Dave. I'm watching a eBay auction right now, and I've been watching this book. It's a 4.5 restored Journey into Mystery 83, which I haven't been shopping for, but I tell people all the time, this time of year I'm not shopping on eBay because I think there's too much competition. I'm actually coming to you from part of my garage, and I was just having a little beer, and then I was going to go inside. But I'm watching this auction, 2 minutes left, and it's this heavily restored. I'll see if I can focus on it. I mean, it's had everything done to it, and it's a 4.5, and it looks nice. I gotta admit, it looks really nice. But I went over to let me find my thing here. I went over here and I searched out restored grade. 1750 is the last sale on one of these things. You see the restored grade, they really don't sell a lot. For $2,000, heck, I don't know. I put in a bid of like $950, like a couple days ago, just to see what would happen. But I thought we'll just ride this one out, and I'll show you why I'm not bidding eBay right now. Is that I just think that's too much money. I mean, it's a cool issue. I'd love to own it. I really would love to own it. But for $2,000, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in here. It's had color touch. It's had pieces added. What's that even say when it's blown up? I don't even see it. It just had everything. The right side has been trimmed. The bottom has been trimmed. And I think what's happening, I think someone got some tax return money and said, man, I just want it. And I'll bet if I put $2,200 in right now, their bid would auto up it. But I'm not going to pay $2,000 for that. I don't mind. There's a 3.5 that I'm looking at that's trashed, and I'm not going to pay for that one either. But we'll see what this one sells for, and see, maybe someone out there that just needs to own it. 2026. It's a 27.25. Can you even believe it? Oh my goodness. So that was my max bid, was $929, and I thought for that amount I could live with it. $2,700. If it's someone watching my channel, then I am sorry I'm using this as an example, but this is why, frankly, I'm staying off eBay right now. That is tax return money. There is no way that is a purchase somebody who's thinking to themselves, oh, this is, going to go up in price. Because let's go back over here, wherever it is. Let's go back over here. So, a 6.5 sold for $3,800. Let's see what that one looked like. That was June of 16, so it's been a while. These qualifieds are tricky. The restoreds are tricky. So, I mean, it probably looks real nice. You can't really see what the work done on it was. It really didn't have very much work at all, comparison. That other one had a long list. So anyway, I'm thinking about you guys, and I'm not kidding. This same stuff right here, not necessarily that one, but the same stuff that's selling on eBay right now, that you guys are on there, and you got to realize that as bad as we want some, as much as we want stuff in our possession, in our collection right now, I'm not kidding you. You get the 2-for-1 if you just have patience. Leave that money in your account till summer, when everyone else is busy, they're at the beach, they've already spent all their tax return money, and you come in there and scoop up the good deals. So that is really unbelievable. My congratulations to the seller. That whoever that is jumping up and down. But I'll tell you what else they're doing. They're crossing their fingers right now and hoping that person pays, because I think they are paying a serious premium. Anyway, quick 5-minute, just happen to be here, and I'm thinking about everyone. Be careful out there on eBay. It is a jungle. Silver is out. All right, guys. So, I'm not sure how you felt about that. I felt a little weird putting this video up, frankly, and I'm refilming this ending a couple of times just so I'm not coming off the wrong way. I have overpaid for so many comics over the years. It's just something we do. And whether you're buying a comic book or a car or a sweater, ultimately we're all kind of in it on our own. And my best life advice I can give you is smile. When you make a mistake, learn from it, but move on with a smile on your face. Be happy. And I sincerely hope the dude that bought my 338, I hope that person really respects and loves that comic the same way I did. And to whoever it is that bought the Journey into Mystery 83, ultimately, I really do hope they love that comic, because then the price doesn't matter quite so much. You have to be happy at the end of the day. We're all going to learn lessons, and that's all this video is. This video is just a shout out to you guys to let you know Silver cares about you. I have thoughts and opinions that are really my own. It's my own experience on eBay and internet shopping this time of year. So don't let me get too preachy. I'm not telling you what to do. Do what you want to do, and you don't owe me anything. But the video is really just designed to show you, what I felt was an example of something that's current and real, and something that I think is happening right now, this time of year. And I think it'll happen again next time, tax time rolls around year after year after year. So with that, I really appreciate people watching my channel. This is just another thank you to anyone who subscribed, anyone who's part of this Silver Age Dave thing. I don't understand it, but people are commenting. I'm getting to know so many of you, so many new subscribers. It's very exciting for me right now. So with that, that's a quick little Silver Age Dave marketplace. Pay attention, protect yourself, and smile. You are awesome. Silver Age Dave is out.